Hey beautiful people, welcome to the Taurus February Oracle Guidance.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima. I'm just stopping in for a quick reading today for my Taurus babies. Okay, and this is going to be a general reading for my Taurus sun, moon, and rising. And because it's going to be a general reading, guys, it's not going to resonate with everyone. Okay, so if it doesn't resonate, do just let it dissipate. But if it does resonate, definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know how you guys have been able to utilize the information. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, let me know that you liked the content, and definitely share if you care. And subscribe. That way you guys can be in the know for when I do upload these awesome videos for you guys. If you also hit the notification bell below, that will give you guys notifications for as soon as I actually get these videos uploaded for you guys. Okay, all of that awesomeness being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it for my Taurus baby. So we're going to utilize the tarot to see where my Taurus babies are for the month of February, what is in the past trajectory, and what is in the future outcome for my Taurus babies as a result. What is going on in the subconscious mind amongst all of these different dimensions of chaos, and what is going on in the conscious mind as a result of. And we'll close out the space with a angel oracle guidance. That way we can see what the Arcanian realms is sort of advising for us as we navigate our way through the energies of February of 2020. And considering because Uranus is in Taurus, so there is going to be a lot of unpredictable, I guess, circumstances that shows up for you guys, where you guys are learning how to let go and be a little bit less controlling of situations. But we'll sort of see what's to come in February anyways. Okay, let's have a little look for you guys, awesome folks. What is the divine guidance spirit for my L.I.F.E Warriors, for my Taurus babies for the month of February? What do they need to know? Okay, so for you guys, you have been a little bit lackluster in the past. There has been situations where you haven't necessarily been grateful about certain situations that you've dealt with, and certain lessons that you've encountered, particularly lessons that required you to be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more focused and patient, and really tap into your determination, because you experienced some creative blockages as you were trying to tap into the abundance of those situations, because you doubted yourself. You doubted these opportunities that were coming your way, and the security that it was going to bring for you emotionally, and the victory that was waiting for you. You know, the challenge was for you to be able to let go of your own anxieties, and stop restricting yourself so much, and really just go through the transition of basically charging through, even though there were scattered energy, scattered thoughts. Spirit was really just giving you an opportunity to get a little bit more focused on the foundations that you're trying to lay, and learn how to decompartmentalize your feelings. The disappointments, you were being taught to learn how to be more efficient, even navigating through failures, both for yourself and with other people in the past situation in terms of relationships, and still learning how to be open, even if there's conflict involved and people might get hurt in the process, to be able to, you know, sometimes find the harmony. We kind of have to channel our way through chaos and dysfunction, and Spirit was just kind of giving you an opportunity to be able to be, you know, that star, that hopeful part of yourself. Let that part of yourself shine through, and as you kind of navigate through the energies of February, it seems like you'll be a little bit more emotionally secure. It does feel like things will be a little bit more satisfying for you in the month of February. You'll be contemplating how to not go so deeply into your shadows, not take things so personally, and you'll actually find yourself being a little bit more optimistic about the challenges that you're dealing with in terms of your soulmate connections, even in terms of reunion. So you may be rekindling with a past loved one that you haven't connected with for a period of time, due to miscommunication. Maybe as you guys were growing, you grew apart, and it seems like this may be a romantic connection for some of you guys. For others of you guys, it feels like this may be somebody that rubbed you the wrong way in the past, and it felt like they stabbed you in the back, basically, because of their one-sided approach to the situation, being selfish. As they were trying to recover their own strength, you were basically collateral damage, and you learn how to move past the situation. You learn how to be open, moving forward, but it does take a lot of hard work, a lot of deep contemplation on your end, considering where to put your eggs. Is it worth putting them in those baskets, because it feels like you already know how that situation pans out, and there was so much tension around whether or not it was going to, you know, really be something that was going to expand in terms of the potential for a serious, committed, monogamous relationship. It just felt like one person's values weren't necessarily in alignment with the other person's, and the other person kept getting triggered, their insecurities kept getting triggered, and it was really causing them to feel unmotivated by the relationship. But now they're at the place where it feels like things are working in their favor. As you guys navigate through this month, it feels like things are working in your favor. But moving forward, there's still some baggage that you're carrying. You may find yourself still being very guarded and self-protecting, because you are not too sure about what direction to sort of take with the situation. There's still a lot of blocked feelings that you'll get some clarity on. And you'll be able to close out the cycle once you've addressed those feelings. But for the most part, it does feel as though you may find yourself in situations where you'll be impractical about it from time to time. Okay? Right, let's have an actual look and see what's going on for you guys as we navigate our way through the space. Let's see. Where are my Taurus babies for the month of February, and what crosses them? Okay, guys, so you guys are at the path. This is interesting because Aries got these very same cards as far as the path that they're crossing, but for you guys, this is kind of where you are. It's not necessarily the path you're crossing, but where you are is looking at the short-term perspective of situations. The way that you're looking to break free from the situations only from a short-term fix. So you're not necessarily making long-term plans for the situations that you're dealing with, where you're very, very guarded. You basically need to find more long-term actionable tools that you can utilize, because the work that you're doing at the minute is just for short-term fixes. And even though it feels on surface like you're actually, breaking free from certain situations, what you're doing is trying to judge the situation from an idealistic lens. And because of that, you may find yourself being abrupt in your communication, in your relationships, and it may cause breakdowns in your relationships as a result of that. And you're going to have to basically learn how to be a little bit more optimistic, like I said, about the challenges that may show up for you in your partnerships, because you are crossing the path of the Page of Swords energy. So for me, this is telling me that you are going to be getting, a lot of downloads. You're going to be getting a lot of fresh perspectives and clarity about certain situations, but you may be making decisions prematurely. You may not necessarily have all of the information as you're trying to make certain decisions. So be mindful of, making hasty decisions and feeling like you need to commit to them all the way through, because things may change further down the line, basically, is what I'm seeing for you guys. And I can see that it's probably because you're going into defense mode, because somebody may have cut you. Okay, they may have opened past wounds, they may have triggered past wounds, and because of that, because of their selfishness, you're now triggered and feeling like you need to be able to protect yourself. You need to be able to, basically feel like you're in control of the situation, but instead you're showing up a little bit moody. Okay, and jealous for some of you guys. Jealousy may be a factor to the way that you're navigating through the situations that you're dealing with. Okay, what is in the past trajectory for my, okay, so past trajectory, guys, like I said, there has been some selfishness in the past where somebody may have stabbed you in the back, or you may have been the one to stab someone in the back, and it's left them romantically feeling as though they are indecisive about the situation, or you may be indecisive about the situation if you were on the receiving end of this betrayal that you kind of went through. And it feels as though, it left you in a position where you were guarded, as I mentioned. It felt like it left you, it put you off track, off focus a little bit, and you got scattered. Your energy felt like it was now all of a sudden all over the place, and you were going through a transition of not being so immature about the situation and learning how to regain your strength as a mature adult, but also being able to learn how to talk your way through the process of that, how to self-soothe, basically. What is in the future trajectory for my Taurus babies for the month of February? Okay, so moving beyond February, this is interesting because this is the second time we've had the full card show up. So you guys may be dealing with a lot of the Aries energy as well, as you sort of head into the month of March. But it seems as though you'll definitely be learning how to be more free-spirited, as well as, engage in being able to be a part of a team, how to be able to be patient with someone, how to be able to be disciplined and respectful to yourself, to not fall out of character with someone, how to be a little bit more warm and engaging and inviting, even with situations that may have been third-party situations, because again, we can see that there has been some betrayal in the past romantically for you guys. So for some of you guys that were dealing with third-party situations where it was infidelity, you're going to learn how to take your guards down and decide, how you want to deal with the situation. If you still want to be friends, if not, how to still be able to part ways in a way that it feels like, okay, my energy is still with me and I'm not dragging on the past into my present situation by being, resentful and frustrated by the situation, basically. I can see that you guys will be closing out the cycles and being able to be a little bit more open, acknowledging your power moving forward, even when things may look destructive, even though, it's going to be almost like an instantaneous change, to things feeling like it's not going your way, and the obstacles that are showing up or were showing up will almost start to fall into place, and you'll feel like, there's a little bit more harmony and there's a little bit more of an environment for a happier family dynamics as a result of that. For some of you guys that are co-parenting as an Aries or with an Aries, I can see you guys being able to balance the dynamics of the relationship, the romantic relationship that may have toxified the co-parenting aspect of the relationship. I can see you guys getting to a better place beyond February, but February you're going to need to basically adjust your short-term plan of action and make sure that there's more of a long-term scope on that, and you'll be able to get some downloads and perspective on how to do exactly that throughout the month of February. Okay, what is in the subconscious mind? Okay, so for you guys in the subconscious mind, let's see, so you're dealing with Knight of Wands energy in reverse. So you guys are definitely dealing with letting go of anxiety about the situation, letting go of your own personal frustrations, letting go of your sleepless nights, worrying about the situation. Insomnia was definitely something that you were struggling with for a while, and you probably, as you navigate through the February months, you'll probably still find yourself being really lethargic, but not being able to sleep it off, finding yourself just constantly like thoughts after thoughts after thoughts, where it feels like you can't get a minute to be practical, because there's so many thoughts swirling around. You're going to have to learn how to be a little bit more efficient, in the sense of, yes, you have had these disappointments, yes, you have had these heartbreaking situations that you're navigating your way through, but you're going to have to learn how to balance things and learn how to stabilize. That's how you're feeling in your subconscious mind, like you want to be able to find the foundations beneath your feet again. And I can understand why your Knight of Wands is in reverse, because it feels like there's really a foundation that has been pulled from beneath your feet, based on lust, and you're really evaluating whether or not you still want to be in this situation, or whether or not it's a lust-based environment where there's just a lot of physical chemistry but not enough emotional and spiritual connection to be able to keep the momentum of the relationship going. And again, this is why you're going to have to really sort of address the situation and tackle it head on. Okay, what is in the forefront of the conscious mind for my Taurus babies for the month of February, Spirit? As clearly as you can, please. What is in? Okay, so interestingly enough, you've got a Knight in the undertone of the conscious mind and a Knight in the conscious mind. So Knight of Swords energy, you are charging forward full steam ahead, and you are being very communicative. You're definitely actioning, from a place of, again, idealism, from a place of perfectionism, and because of that, it may sort of find you being lonely because you're being so abusive, you're being so, I guess, manipulative. You may be the one to be manipulative, or you may be being emotionally manipulated by someone else, but it feels like there's definitely some sort of things aren't necessarily balanced, basically, and it's leaving a lot of indecisive action and communication because of that. One person's being guarded, potentially you, to a possibility of a reunion that the universe is trying to have take place, but you're not necessarily willing to let that reunion take place, because you feel like it's going to be very, very challenging. You feel like it is something that's going to take up a lot of your inner strength, and you're going to be challenged to persevere against it. But there will be a transformation with this reunion. I can say that much. If you can be optimistic, there will be a transformation with this reunion. If you can communicate, not just from a place of your own desires and your own specifications, it will give you an opportunity to be able to engage where it's more of a hopeful engagement, it's more of a hopeful interaction, where you're not just so focused on the past and focused on the factors that you can't control, but being able to engage and commit to the process of the things that you can actually control with the dynamics of the situation. Okay, beloveds, that being said, let's close out the space with a final oracle guidance for us, guys. Your guides are advising to ask your angels, for the most part, when you feel lost. Okay, what is the divine guidance for my Taurus babies for the month of February 2020? Okay, so for you guys, Spirit has said that you've meditated a lot in the past, and you knew that, you know, the past wasn't necessarily the right time for certain situations that were showing up for you. Presently, Spirit's advising you to look for signs and let go and trust your intuition in the process, that there are opportunities that are going to show up for you in the next few weeks as well. Just don't stop. The opportunities may be beyond the next 3 to 4 weeks, but don't stop engaging. Don't stop committing to the process. Don't stop what you're doing just because it looks like it's not working for the first 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you will be able to overcome the challenge of that. Heading into March, it will be more of a teamwork experience for you. Okay? There are helpful people. You do have a good network that is there to assist you and help you, but you don't necessarily believe either in yourself or that network, and you're going to have to learn how to communicate a little bit better, and know when is the right time to speak, when is the right time to just let things unfold, and ask your angels as and when you need something, and trust that they are already helping you to tap into the abundance of something better manifesting in its space of whatever you're requesting, whatever you're asking for. If you need strength, they're already assisting you with manifesting that strength to be able to overcome the challenge of whatever you're praying for. Okay? What is the divine guidance for my Taurus babies? Okay, guys. For you guys, you saw that as well. For you guys, again, your angels are very clear, and this card kept popping up throughout the entire reading. Ask your angels, guys. Ask your angels and know that there's no need to worry. Okay, once you've asked your angels, know that there's no need to worry. Just look for the signs that your angels are working on your behalf. Reconsider certain, situations that may seem a little bit direct, a little bit forced, and just remain positive and trust the process. Recovery will be yours within a year from now. You'll be able to see how much of a difference the transition of this February timeline is, doing for you in terms of work that you'll be able to see manifested by the February season of 2021. Okay, beloveds? That's pretty much everything. Once you guys are able to, address this short-term focus and look towards the long-term scope of like February 2021 and stuff, it will give you an opportunity to see the bigger picture on things, basically, is what I can see on that. But just keep going through the process and asking your angels, and know that throughout the month of February, there's nothing for you to worry about, because everything is working in your favor and your angels are working on your behalf. You just have to believe. Okay, beloveds, I'm gonna love you guys and leave it there for you guys. As per usual, guys, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead. If you guys haven't already done so, definitely be sure to check out the link in the description box below, and you guys can use that to connect with me for personal readings, shadow work, mentorship sessions, candles, oils. There's so much that's going to be coming for you guys throughout the rest of 2020 from myself, so definitely be sure to utilize the link in the description box below to connect with me via my other social media channels as well. That way you guys can be kept in the loop of what I'm doing and when. And definitely be sure to comment down below, give me a thumbs up, guys, if you felt like the content was in alignment with you guys. Comment and let me know how you're able to utilize the information. Share if you feel like somebody else could do with benefiting from some of the insight that you have received from the actual reading. And definitely be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you can be kept in the know for when I do upload these awesome videos for you guys. Okay, beloveds? definitely gonna love you guys and leave it there for you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, God bless and Ashay. Take care, guys. Mwah.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more.